In the world of fantasy football, the performance of players can often hinge on pivotal moments. And the Jaguars' recent joint practice against the Dolphins showcased just that. The highlight of the day came when quarterback Trevor Lawrence, under immediate pressure, skillfully evaded defenders and delivered a flawless pass to standout wide receiver Brian Thomas. This impressive throw, executed on an in-breaking route across the field, demonstrated not only Lawrence's poise but also Thomas's potential to turn a good play into a game-changing touchdown. In a real-game scenario, Thomas likely would have sprinted into the end zone, leaving defenders in his wake. Coach Liam Cohen expressed his excitement about Thomas's performance, noting, "You see Thomas a little bit differently than in team practices." This statement reflects the noticeable improvement in Thomas's play, which has been evident throughout training camp. Cohen's enthusiasm was echoed by Lawrence, who remarked, "When the lights are bright, so to speak, he comes to play." The practice was not without its ups and downs. Thomas also made a notable catch in the right corner of the end zone during red zone drills, and he secured a 15-yard gain on a hitch route. However, there were missed opportunities as well, including 2 overthrown passes from Lawrence to Thomas during one-on-one and team drills, and an inaccurate throw on a hitch route that mirrored a successful connection they had earlier. In another moment of practice, Lawrence demonstrated his ability to read defenses by recognizing the Dolphins' mask coverage and attempting a pass to Parker Washington. Unfortunately, Washington seemed to misread the play, slowing down and missing the opportunity. A day was further marred by 2 interceptions thrown by Lawrence, one resulting from a miscommunication with rookie LaQuint Allen, and the other a false throw under pressure from the Dolphins' defense. While Lawrence's performance wasn't flawless, it did highlight the skills that have many fans optimistic about his future. The absence of rookie Travis Hunter, who was sidelined with an oblique injury despite warming up with the team, may have impacted Lawrence's performance. Cohen suggested that Hunter could have played if it were a regular season game, indicating the potential impact Hunter could have on the offense. The combination of Thomas and Hunter on the field is expected to create significant challenges for opposing defenses. Thomas is a key player who not only makes big plays, but also draws double coverage, which can open up opportunities for other receivers like Hunter. Cohen drew parallels to his experiences in LA with Cooper Kupp and in Tampa Bay with Mike Evans, emphasizing the strategic advantages of having a player like Thomas who can dictate defensive alignments. However, if Thomas's presence leads to Hunter facing single coverage, Hunter's impressive college stats, averaging 4.9 yards after the catch with a 25% avoided tackle rate, suggest he could excel in those situations. For both players to reach their full potential, Lawrence will need to maintain accuracy consistently. Thomas is projected to be a top 15 pick in drafts, while Hunter is likely to be a safer choice in the late 5th or early 6th round. It's crucial that Hunter's defensive responsibilities don't hinder his offensive opportunities. As for Lawrence, he presents a solid option in Superflex leagues, typically being drafted as the 15th quarterback. However, in standard 1 QB formats, he may be overlooked, potentially going undrafted. Don't be surprised if you find yourself starting him in Week 2 against the Bengals, as it could be one of his more favorable matchups early in the season. Now, let's turn our attention to the Jaguars' running game, which appears to still be a work in progress. Coach Cohen acknowledged this, stating, "We're still right in the thick of it, honestly," when asked about the formation of his backfield committee. With 4 talented running backs vying for positions, a challenge lies in determining who will make the final roster on game day. The leading candidates in Jacksonville's backfield include Travis Etienne, a seasoned 5th-year player and former first-round draft pick. Etienne has been the most active in preseason snaps with the first-team offense. He appeared slightly bulkier than in previous seasons and performed reliably, particularly in pass protection, though he didn't make any standout plays during practice. Tank Bigsby. In his 3rd year, Bigsby primarily rotated with Etienne and is expected to handle more physical carries between the tackles. Like Etienne, he had a standard performance without any remarkable highlights during the joint practice. Paschal Tutin. The rookie running back made a significant impression with a standout run, showcasing his speed and agility as he burst to the left edge, evading defenders. Although he had some snaps with the starters, he didn't have any opportunities to demonstrate his pass-blocking skills. LeQuint Allen. Another rookie, Allen had limited time with the starters, but showed promise in pass protection. Cohen noted, Tutin, I thought he had a better day than he did yesterday at practice. He stepped it up a little bit better today. He also acknowledged the solid performances from Etienne and Bigsby, while highlighting Allen's contributions in pass protection. The coaching staff has a few weeks to determine which players will earn game day jerseys, with special teams play being a significant factor in those decisions. Reflecting on his time in Tampa Bay, Cohen emphasized the importance of having 3 reliable running backs who can seamlessly integrate into the offense without altering its dynamics. This strategy was a key reason for drafting Tutin and Allen, aiming to create a stable running back group. However, managing the egos and expectations of multiple talented players can be challenging. Fans of Tutin, Bigsby, and Etienne may find themselves divided, as the real dilemma for the Jaguars will not be about who to bench, but rather how to distribute carries among the 3. Currently, Bigsby and Tutin seem best suited for running downs, while Etienne is capable of contributing on all 3 downs. Allen may only see action in passing situations. Expecting any single player to dominate the workload at this stage would be unrealistic. If predictions are to be made, it seems likely that Etienne will start the season with the most touches, closely followed by Bigsby, with Tutin trailing behind. As the season progresses, the coaching staff will likely favor either Bigsby or Tutin, leading to increased opportunities for one of them. A potential surge in touches could occur post-bye week against the Raiders in Week 9. For those willing to be patient, holding on to either player could pay off. In the meantime, Etienne stands out as the most appealing option early in the season, especially with favorable matchups against Carolina and Cincinnati in the first 2 weeks.